Hi, my name is Raisha. Today I'm going to talk about gender equality in India. Gender inequality is a pressing issue in Indian society. Despite a constitution that guarantees equal rights for men and women and decades of legislation, some deep rooted gender discrimination in India are still alive. It is said that men and women are equal, but are they really equal? Unfortunately, the answer is big no. What comes what first comes to your mind when you hear woman? When you hear a word woman, it is obvious that when it comes to the word women, we always think the women are responsible only for the household chores and not for any other thing. Women are responsible for raising their child. Women are responsible for cooking, cleaning, laundry, and many more household chores. Is there anything we expect from women? Unfortunately, the answer is big no. In India, women are still excluded from education and discriminated against the men and demeaned and treated unequally. So, what are the reasons behind this gender inequality? Let's look into that. The first major issue is the poverty. With the sudden increase in the importance, people frequently disregard that India still remains among the globe's poorest nation, which is one of the main contributor to gender disparity in India. The majority of main drawbacks is that considering the accessibility of schooling in remote regions, parents still choose to send their sons to school instead of educating their daughters because the taboo of the Indian parents is that son will run the household families and he will be the bread earners, whereas women will get married and she'll be the housewife. The second most important reason of gender inequality is unemployment. Nearly 53% of women quit their jobs because either they are pregnant in early stage or their families are not allowing them to work because women are only made or meant to do the household chores instead of doing the jobs or literating themselves or working and earning for their house, for running their house. One more reason of gender inequality is lack of education and illiteracy. It is well known that men and women in India have different level of education. Although some locals have better inequality, certain regional states have bigger differences. The issue isn't that there aren't many educated women in India. Rather, it's that women aren't aware of how they can utilize their freedom. Next, the main important matter is lack of awareness because women aren't aware about the gender inequality happening around themselves or with them. Female ignorance of their rights and limitations on achieving equality serves as one of the main contributors to gender inequality. The last reason of gender inequality is the cultural practices, values, as well as the traditions. Women are often denied chances that they are often given to men who are widely regarded as the dominant ones in India. In India, the male dominance is ongoing issue of the gender inequality. This is mostly due to their perception of the community, of their family, of their parents that girls don't need high education because they end up being housewife, whereas we need to literate our son because they are going to run the family ahead. There are some ways to promote gender equality in India. Gender equality can be promoted at home first. We need to understand and make our parents, our families, and to make our girl child and women understand that there are equal rights for women and men, for boys and girls. Second, we need to provide women the same educational opportunities as males. Allow women the chances to hold position of authority and prosper economically, and abusing women with violence and sexual harassments by male. Abolish child marriage. Women getting married at early age leads to child marriage and then the early pregnancy, and that leads to death of so many girl child who gets married before 18 years, and they end up suiciding themselves or being in a depression. Women should be conscious of their rights in India. All household chores should be shared by men and women, by mother and father, by husband and wife equally, and raising child should be equally divided. If woman is changing nappy of a child, then men should also be understood that he needs to change the nappy of his own child. So, these are some of the ways to promote gender equality in India, and let's end this issue in India and make gender equality a reality, and let's treat men and women equally rather than the male dominance, or rather than the inequality or disparity which is ongoing issue. Let's end that issue and make ourselves understand that men and women should be treated equally. Thank you.